Alright gamers, kick off your shoes and get ready because PS5 Nexus is bringing you the hottest news. First up, get your wallets ready because HITMAN World of Assassination is getting a limited physical release. Yes, you heard that right, the full World of Assassination experience is dropping into a boxed edition. But you better act fast because these are going to be rarer than a perfectly executed silent takedown. This is your chance to snag Agent 47's incredible journey in a physical format, and if you're a collector or just love that classic feel, you'll want to pre-order this immediately. Don't miss out on this extremely limited opportunity to own a piece of Hitman history. Next, we're diving deep into the performance of the PS5 Pro, and the news might not be what you want to hear. It turns out Unreal Engine 5, the powerhouse behind so many stunning games, is proving to be the kryptonite for Sony's upgraded console. We're talking about titles like Silent Hill F and Metal Gear Solid Delta. Snake Eater, where the PS5 Pro, despite its promises of enhanced visuals and smoother frame rates thanks to PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR, is actually struggling. Reports are showing noisy images, artifacting, and even frame rate drops below the base PS5 in some demanding sections. Is PSSR the savior we were promised, or is Unreal Engine 5 just too much for the PS5 Pro right now? We break down the technical details that might explain why your Pro experience isn't quite living up to the hype. Switching gears to player habits, a brand new report is dropping jaws. It seems that despite selling fewer consoles, Xbox users are playing more games than their PlayStation 5 and Steam counterparts. What's the secret sauce? We're talking about the incredible impact of Game Pass. While PS5 and Steam players might be diving into fewer titles, Xbox players are sampling a much wider library, thanks to Microsoft's subscription service. But hold on, it's not all good news, because this report also reveals that Xbox players are spending less total time gaming. We've got the numbers and the analysis on why this fascinating trend is happening and what it means for the industry. Is Game Pass the ultimate gaming value, or is it changing how we play in ways we haven't fully realized yet? And finally, we turn our attention to Bungie's highly anticipated shooter, Marathon. It's been a rocky road for this title, facing criticism and delays, and now it seems Marathon won't be gracing Sony's upcoming State of Play showcase. Despite promises of a return this fall, Bungie is reportedly keeping Marathon under wraps, not ready to reintroduce the game to the public just yet. With closed alpha tests underway and significant behind-the-scenes work to reshape the project, is Marathon still on track, or is this another sign of trouble for the ambitious shooter? We've got the latest on what this absence means and what Bungie is really up to. Stay locked on PS5 Nexus for all the updates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment. HITMAN World of Assassination gets a limited physical release. Prepare yourselves, Agent 47 fans, because IO Interactive and their partners are dropping a limited physical edition of HITMAN World of Assassination for the PlayStation 5. This isn't just any re-release. It's a chance to own the entire World of Assassination trilogy, complete with all its incredible content, in a tangible, boxed format. For those who love the feel of a physical game disc or want to add a pristine collector's item to their shelves, this is a golden opportunity. However, the catch is limited quantities, meaning these will be as elusive as Agent 47 himself. Pre-orders are expected to go live soon, and given the demand for such special editions, you'll need to be quick on the trigger to secure your copy before they vanish. The timing and scarcity of this release are creating a buzz among collectors and longtime fans who appreciate the full Hitman experience bundled together. It's a nostalgic nod to a different era of game distribution, offering a physical artifact for one of the most critically acclaimed stealth action series. Don't go anywhere, because the next story reveals some serious technical hurdles for the PS5 Pro. Get ready for a deep dive into why Unreal Engine 5 might be the PS5 Pro's biggest challenge yet. Unreal Engine 5 is proving to be the kryptonite of PS5 Pro, and PSSR isn't helping yet. The PlayStation 5 Pro was pitched as the ultimate mid-generation upgrade, designed to tackle the demands of modern gaming with enhanced power and Sony's own AI-driven upscaling technology, PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR. The promise was higher frame rates, crisper visuals, and a truly next-gen experience. However, as more demanding titles built on Unreal Engine 5 hit the market, the PS5 Pro is showing significant struggles, leading many to question if it's living up to its potential. Take, for example, Silent Hill F on the PS5 Pro with PSSR engaged. This horror title targets a 60 FPS mode, but delivers a noisy, artifact-ridden image that falters with environmental details like grass and global illumination. Digital Foundry's analysis reveals a resolution barely above 1080p, with image quality comparable to the base PS5's performance mode, despite the Pro's enhanced capabilities. Similarly, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater exposes PSSR's current limitations. While motion stability improves, the upscaling often results in a lower pixel count than the base PS5's performance mode, sometimes dropping to as low as 756p before upscaling. Worse yet, the PS5 Pro actually performs worse in certain jungle sections, with frame rates plummeting into the 40s and 50s, even below the console's variable refresh rate window. Players are essentially locked into PSSR, with no option to disable it or revert to the base PS5's upscaling. Even titles like Borderlands 4 and Chronos, The New Dawn, which show improvements, come with their own issues. Borderlands 4 sees better resolution and texture filtering, but performance is still hampered by memory leaks and Unreal Engine's notorious asset streaming hitches. Chronos, The New Dawn offers a pixel count increase of up to 46% in some areas, but still suffers performance dips into the 40s during intense moments. The common denominator: Unreal Engine 5's sheer graphical intensity, which challenges even high-end PCs. Combined with PSSR's temporal instability and added shimmer, the PS5 Pro seems to be fighting the engine rather than fully leveraging it. Rumors suggest a major PSSR update is coming in early 2026, potentially bringing AMD FSR 4-like improvements. But for now, the Pro's performance is a significant concern for many players. This technical struggle highlights the ever-evolving landscape of console performance. But what if player engagement is the real battleground? Prepare for a surprising report that shows Xbox players are diving into more games than anyone else. Xbox users reportedly play more games than PS5 or Steam players, and there's one big reason why. In a fascinating twist on console market share, a new report from Ampere Analytics suggests that despite having a smaller installed base, Xbox players are engaging with games at a higher rate than their PlayStation 5 and Steam counterparts. This isn't about how many consoles are sold, but how actively players are jumping into titles. In August 2025, Xbox users played an average of nearly 6 games each, significantly outpacing Steam players at 4.5 games and PS5 players at a mere 3.7 games. The driving force behind this difference: Game Pass. The data strongly indicates that the widespread adoption of Xbox Game Pass is encouraging players to explore a much broader library of games. With dozens of titles available at their fingertips for a single subscription fee, Xbox owners are more likely to sample new experiences and experiment with genres they might not otherwise purchase. This accessibility is directly reflected in the number of unique games played. However, this high engagement with more titles comes with a trade-off: total playtime. The same report reveals that Xbox players spent an average of only 7.7 hours gaming in August 2025, considerably less than PS5 players at 12.7 hours and Steam players at 11.9 hours. This suggests that while Xbox users are playing more different games, PlayStation and PC players are dedicating more time to fewer titles. This trend occurs amidst ongoing discussions about the viability and impact of subscription services like Game Pass. While Xbox champions the model, developers like Sean Layden and Strauss Zelnick have raised concerns about its economic implications for the industry, with some arguing it can lead to developers becoming wage slaves or undermine traditional retail revenue. Despite these debates, the Ampere data provides a clear picture. Game Pass is successfully driving game variety for Xbox users, even if it means shorter individual play sessions. As new blockbuster titles like Black Ops 7 are set to launch on Game Pass, this dynamic is likely to persist, shaping how players interact with gaming libraries across all platforms. While player habits are shifting, one highly anticipated shooter is facing its own set of challenges, and it won't be appearing at Sony's next big showcase. We're talking about Bungie's Marathon, and the latest news might surprise you. Bungie's much-criticized shooter Marathon will skip PS5's new state of play. Bungie's ambitious multiplayer shooter Marathon has been navigating a turbulent development cycle, marked by significant criticism and delays. Now, reports indicate that the game will not be featured in the upcoming PlayStation State of Play broadcast. This decision comes after months of studio silence and follows the controversial revelation of art asset plagiarism, which led to an indefinite delay of the project. The development has been plagued by internal turmoil, with whispers of potential cancellations adding to the uncertainty surrounding the title. Forbes reports that Marathon is simply not ready for a public reintroduction. Bungie had previously stated its intention to discuss future plans for the game this autumn, but the upcoming State of Play is apparently not the venue they've chosen. Instead, the studio is reportedly conducting closed alpha tests, working to reshape the project based on feedback from earlier, largely negative alpha sessions. The game's challenging path includes overcoming player concerns about its art style, its core gameplay loop, and its live service model. Some community members have expressed skepticism about the game's potential for long-term player retention, particularly if meta progression systems are not robust. Others have debated the game's direction, with some fans hoping for a return to Bungie's roots in more traditional shooter experiences, while others defend the live service approach. The absence from the state of play suggests that Bungie is prioritizing internal development and testing over public reveals, aiming to refine Marathon significantly before it's ready to face the spotlight again. That's a lot of news to digest, but we're not done yet. Stick around for a lightning-fast recap and our full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's PS5 Nexus. We saw the surprise limited physical release for HITMAN World of Assassination, dove into the struggles of the PS5 Pro with Unreal Engine 5, learned that Xbox players are playing more games thanks to Game Pass, and found out Bungie's Marathon is skipping the state of play. What a rundown. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to PS5 Nexus for all your PlayStation news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. We also want to hear from you in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts on today's stories. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media channels for even more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.